Have you ever felt like the world is running ahead of you? Like everyone is doing something exciting, meaningful, or life-changing, while you're just here, trying to make it through the day? Maybe you've been scrolling through your phone, looking at stories of friends vacationing in Greece, celebrating promotions, hosting dinner parties, starting businesses, or announcing new relationships, and suddenly, that small but sharp sting of discomfort creeps in. A strange mix of restlessness and self-doubt. A voice in the back of your mind that whispers, you should be doing more. That right there is FOMO, the fear of missing out. It's subtle, but powerful. And it's something that almost all of us carry around, especially in today's hyper-connected world. But where does it really come from? FOMO isn't just about wanting what others have. It's about the pressure to keep up. It's the internal belief that if you're not part of something, an event, a trend, an opportunity, then you're falling behind. And that pressure? It's exhausting. It turns life into a race we never agreed to join. A race with no finish line, no clear rules, and no one cheering you on for resting. In the past, missing out simply meant not being there, not hearing the gossip at work, not going to a party. It wasn't a big deal. But now, we see what we're missing. All the time. On our screens. In real time. Someone is always achieving something. And with every swipe, every click, we're reminded of where we're not, who we're not with, and what we're not doing. Social media, for all its beauty and connection, is also a window into other people's curated lives. And let's be honest, people usually don't post their quiet days, their confusion, their failures, or their nights spent crying in bed. They post the wins, the highlights, the golden moments. And we end up comparing our full, messy, real lives to their filtered snapshots. No wonder we feel like we're behind. But here's something important to remember. Behind what? Who created this timeline we feel we're failing to follow? Think about it. Who told you you had to own a house by 30? Or be married by 35? Or have a career that changes the world by 40? These expectations are made up. They're not universal truths. They're not rules written in the stars. They're just ideas we've absorbed, from culture, from media, from other people's stories. And yet, we carry them like heavy weights. We use them to measure ourselves. And more often than not, we feel like we're coming up short. So we push ourselves harder. We fill our schedules to the brim. We say yes to things we don't even want to do, just to feel included. We check our phones constantly. We multitask. We chase every opportunity, not because it aligns with our soul, but because we're terrified of being left behind. But let me ask you this. At what cost? In trying not to miss out on anything, we end up missing out on the most important thing, ourselves. Our peace. Our presence. Our ability to enjoy the life we're already living. Think about how often you've been somewhere, a coffee shop, a sunset, a friend's living room, and instead of being there fully, you were somewhere else in your mind. Scrolling, comparing, worrying about whether you should be doing something more exciting, more productive, more impressive. We become so obsessed with what we might be missing, that we miss what's right in front of us. But what if we could unlearn that? What if we chose to miss out, sometimes, on purpose? There's actually a name for that, JOMO. The joy of missing out. It's the quiet thrill of turning off your phone for the night and reading a book. It's the deep contentment of saying no to an invitation that doesn't feel right. It's the freedom of living life at your own pace, on your own terms, without needing to constantly prove your worth through busy calendars or perfect photos. JOMO isn't about isolating yourself or rejecting others. It's about being grounded. About knowing what truly matters to you, and letting the rest fall away. And look, I get it. It's not always easy. We live in a culture that praises productivity and visibility. The more you do, the more you're seen, the more you seem to matter. But that's not the full story. You matter, even on the days you rest. Even on the days you don't accomplish anything impressive. Even when no one sees what you're doing. You are enough, even when you're not performing. That's a radical thought in a FOMO-driven world. But it's a truth that will set you free. Because here's what no one tells you about FOMO. It never ends. There will always be something else. Another event. Another success story. Another chance to compare yourself and feel less than. If you let FOMO run your life, you will always feel like you're behind. Like you're not enough. Like your life is too small, too slow, too quiet. But when you choose to listen inward instead of looking outward, something shifts. You begin to trust your own timing. You start to value your own rhythm. You create a life that isn't reactive, but intentional. And slowly, the race starts to dissolve. The noise fades. And what remains is something softer, more honest, more you. So next time FOMO creeps in, try to pause. Put the phone down. Breathe. Ask yourself, is this something I actually want? Or something I feel pressure to want? Is this aligned with who I am, or just who I think I should be? And remember, just because someone else is doing something doesn't mean you have to. Just because something is trending doesn't mean it's meant for you. Just because you're not there doesn't mean you're not exactly where you're supposed to be. You're not missing out. You're just living differently. And that's more than okay. That's beautiful. In a world that moves so fast, where everyone seems to be chasing something, choosing stillness, choosing presence, choosing you, is an act of courage. So be brave. Be gentle with yourself. Celebrate your own journey. And let go of the race. Because this life isn't about how much you can fit into your days. It's about how fully you can show up to the things, the people, and the moments that truly matter. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope this gave you a little breath of calm in your busy day. Wherever you are right now, I want you to know, you are not behind. You are not missing out. You are simply becoming, in your own time, in your own way. And that's enough.